Hey creators, it's Rob here. Welcome to vidIQ. In today's video, I want to guide you through every single channel growth tool we have integrated into the desktop YouTube experience. From video data to research to complete upload workflows, we've got you covered. Let's dive in, shall we? So to start seeing all of these features on YouTube, you'll need to download the vidIQ Chrome extension. And for the best experience, you want to authenticate your channel. We're trusted by millions of creators every single day, so there's nothing to worry about there. All right, let's jump to the homepage and start with something super simple, which is adding subscriber counts to videos. This will tell you whether or not the channel is going viral with a mega hit, or it's a type of views you'd expect from a channel of that size. But we can also drill into the details of a video itself here by looking at views per hour. This is literally how many views the video is getting right now, regardless of when it was published. And we also have the outlier score here. This is telling us that the video is performing 21 times better than average for that channel, which is a good indicator of a good video if you're doing research on that particular topic. Now, this is where things get quite exciting, because if you mouse down to these details next to views per hour and the outlier score, you'll see a remix button. This remix button does exactly what it says. It takes the title of the current video and remixes it into something that would fit your niche. So in this example, we are a weight loss channel, and we've added all of our details here. And so when we click the remix button, what it will do is take the title of what's it really like to be a crafting creator and turn it into something that's relevant to a weight loss journey. Next to each of these titles, you'll see a optimization score as to how good that title might be for the average YouTube video. And if you're not happy with any of these titles, you can simply refresh and generate a brand new batch of titles. And on the preferences section here, you can determine exactly what type of channel niche you are. So that's what happens when you move a cursor over a video title, but you can do even more when you move your cursor over a thumbnail. On the right-hand side, you'll see this vidIQ button. The first option simply allows you to download a full-size image of a thumbnail for future research. Next up is the remix thumbnail feature, a little more involved than remixing titles, because you can actually prompt an image into existence and include your own assets such as your face. And the next option allows you to add this thumbnail to a collection of thumbnails that you might be gathering when you're doing research on a certain topic or niche, and you can manage that collection from this setting as well. And as you can see at the bottom here, there is a tantalizing preview button that's teasing us, but I'm going to save that one till later. Because first, what I want to show you is my absolute favorite vidIQ tool, which is the channel stats bar. We can basically call this your YouTube Studio Analytics without having to go to the YouTube Studio. Right now, it's showing me views over the last 48 hours on the channel, total subscribers, and views over the last 60 minutes. But if I mouse over it, it will show me a ton of information about my channel. And I can look at anything from pretty much any timeline, including lifetime figures. Look how fast that loaded up. If I go to my favorites, I can remove these statistics that I currently have and then add brand new ones, again, whichever I want, and they'll be added permanently to the top of the YouTube page. It is highly customizable. You can add pretty much any major metric from the YouTube Studio. It includes all of the individual data points. And as I said earlier, this permanently sits at the top of any YouTube page. So if I go to my channel page, all the statistics are still there. It'd be the same on a watch page or on a search page. Next to the channel stats is a menu button here where you can explore loads of our vidIQ tools in detail, but far more excitingly is the trophy icon. This will show you your latest achievements. Here we have an achievement of the most views ever on the channel. Creates a nice little certificate, and if I wanted to, I could click for a much larger image version of this and share it on social media. Now there is one more button on the YouTube homepage. That is the filters button, and it works similar to channel stats in that you'll find it everywhere, which is why I'm going to save it till later, when I'll be able to really unleash its full potential. All right, let's go onto a YouTube watch page now, where you'll find a ton of vidIQ features over on the right-hand side from what is basically our iconic tool set, the video scorecard. This is one of vidIQ's original tools. It's been around for over a decade, and we've slowly improved it over time. And to be honest, YouTube just feels naked without it. We'll start at the top of the views component of the video scorecard, which first shows engagement rate. This is how many likes and shares there are compared to view counts. We also have the views per hour count that we saw earlier. And the outlier number, this time the video is performing 100 times better than expected for the channel. But what you can also do here is click on the button and it will show similar outliers compared to that video across all of YouTube, which is awesome for research. You can also track the performance of a video over different time periods, such as first 24 hours, 7 days, 28 days, or all time. And you can see the specific numbers here showing just how much of an evergreen piece of content this has been over a number of years. And you can look at it from not only total views, but views per hour. And again, just look at how consistent this has been over time. 400 views per hour a year or more after it was released. It's incredible. What you'll also see on this graph is changes to the title and the thumbnail. So right at the start, we were just trying some different facial expressions, but then later on, we had to change the year of this guide from 24 to 25. And then just below that, we can get a bigger image of a thumbnail by clicking here, but also scrolling down on the left-hand side to see even more variations of thumbnails that we were trying. So at the bottom here, some of these thumbnail tools will be already familiar to you, except for opening thumbnail preview. This is the preview button I teased earlier. What it's going to do is take this thumbnail and put it onto a mock-up YouTube homepage as if it's competing with other thumbnails and titles. We can switch between the two thumbnails from the video. And also what we could do is pretend that we're making videos about YouTube growth. And now what that will do is compare our thumbnail against thumbnails in our niche to see if it really stands out. This is a clutch tool that you can do so many things with. I could change what type of YouTube page I'm on. So let's go onto a search page. I could shuffle the deck with some different videos. I could change it to light mode if I really wanted to. I can even change the title of the video over here so it presents an entirely new piece of packaging for the content. There are so many user cases for this. And in the video scorecard, this is just one example of where you might be able to use it. And I'll be honest with you, this is not the last time we're going to see the thumbnail preview feature in action. Back on the video scorecard, we have another really interesting button here, which is see similar thumbnails. What this will do is go out and find similar thumbnails around YouTube on this topic and that have a similar visual style and show them to you. Again, as another powerful research tool. And just to complete the view section of the video scorecard, you can see alternative timelines of the thumbnail and title changes here. And these lists can get very long when creators are doing a lot of testing, and it's fascinating to go under the hood of a video and see what creators are up to. Moving from the views section to the overview section, this is more about the channel that you're watching. In this case, vidIQ, and you can see how many videos we publish on the channel, how old the channel is. Fun little fact, I started making videos on the channel around about there. What a coincidence. And the rest of the information is more a legacy data that we've included for many years. Controversial keywords, that's if you included anything in your title and description, which may flag some monetization concerns on the video, but less used these days. SEO scorecard, that's about matching up keywords in the title and the description. The higher the score, the better. This doesn't guarantee video success, especially these days, but it's just an indicator that you're doing all of the right things on your channel. And then channel tags and video tags. Again, these are all less useful these days, but it's here if you need it. And if you want to quickly copy some of these tags, very useful button there. You can copy them and insert them into your video just to save yourself a job for something that's not that important these days. And the final section of the video scorecard is dedicated to our AI coach, which can interrogate any video on YouTube. So in this example, I'm going to quickly ask our AI coach to summarize this video, but you saw that there were other options, including suggest 3 ideas for my channel based on this video, and also trying to determine why the hook was good on this video or why the video was successful or not. And all of this can be done through the AI coach, as well as prompting it specific questions you would like to know about any video on YouTube. Already, that is a ton of tools on the YouTube watch page, but if you thought that was it, you'd be wrong. Just below the title, we can remix it, as we have seen already, but also there's a little chevron here next to remix, which allows you to add the channel as a competitor. This adds the channel to what you might consider your work YouTube subscription list. These are the channels that you're following because they're in the same niche as you, talking about the same topics. Maybe they'll give you ideas for inspiration, and if they have viral video hits, maybe you want to join in on the conversation. So again, it's just another research tool to add to your growing collection. All right, we're almost there with the video watch page, I promise you, but there is one more button which contains a truly awesome feature. It's actually on the video player itself. So if you mouse over and then go down to the controls in the bottom right, you'll see a vidIQ button here. The first thing you're already familiar with, thumbnail gallery. Don't need to show you that again. The second feature is taking a snapshot of a video right here, right now, like this. This could be useful if there's tons of information on screen and you don't want to pause the video, you just want to take a screenshot of it and review it later. Nice work. This final one though is the real kicker, transcript. It will open up the transcript over on the right hand side here, as YouTube includes, so all of the text, that's nice, but there is a copy transcript button here, which takes the entire transcript of a video and puts it in your copy and paste functionality, and you can include the timestamps if you want. This is absolutely clutch for doing deep research on how effective a script is for a particular video. So that is all of the vidIQ tools on a YouTube watch page, but hang on, there's a new way to watch videos these days. YouTube Shorts. Yeah, we've got you covered there as well. On a YouTube Shorts watch page, we have a little vidIQ button there. Click it and it will reveal the scorecard. Now, this is a bite-sized version of a scorecard. You can track the progress of a video in terms of views. You've also got views per hour, engagement, and if you click on the channel here at the bottom, it will give you the channel information as before. But here are some crucial points to this scorecard. It shows you when it was uploaded, which sounds obvious, but I don't know if you noticed, with YouTube Shorts, they've actually removed that information from videos, which can be a little frustrating when you're trying to track the longevity of a short. And also the outlier tool is still here. 57 times outlier, you click on it, it takes you to that same place where it's going to show you similar shorts that have performed really well over the same time period, where you can do more research. Onto a YouTube channel page now, where we will collate some of the public information that's available for any channel on YouTube. Here in the quick channel stats bar, it will show you information about recent performance of the channel, estimated monthly earnings, and that's always a big estimate because of how CPMs can fluctuate massively, the average video length, how many times a channel uploads per week, and also we can look at the entire channel stats here using this button. It gives you a bigger breakdown. The same information at the top, plus a little bit more, but views gained, subscribers gained, videos published, all over different time periods that you can change through the little buttons here, and to daily and monthly, and those all important, not really, channel tags at the bottom. And just to confirm that this is publicly available data, I'm now looking at Mr. Beast's channel, which is accessed through the same button on his channel page, and it gives you all of the same stats and numbers, somewhat more impressive than ours. We can add Mr. Beast as a competitor if we want to, like we did before. And yeah, this is incredible. 100 billion views and, oh my goodness, $5 to $15 million in revenue just from adverts alone. Next to the channel stats button are a couple more vidIQ tools. The first one, view trending videos. Think of real-time stats on your own channel. This is effectively it for any channel. So no matter how old the video is, it's all about views per hour right now. What's hot on the channel? As a quick example, these are the most popular videos on the channel right now, and the third one in the list, how to create a YouTube channel step by step, is getting 214 views per hour today, but it was published 2 years ago. So it means that it has longevity. And if you're wanting to do research on your topics through other channels, this is going to be a great insight into what other channels are doing to make successful content over a long period of time. And the second option here is CSV export. What this is going to do is download all of the publicly available data from all the videos on a channel and then display it in a spreadsheet for you to do real deep research. I'll show you what that looks like a little later on. Okay, I want to switch gears now. So far we've looked at the home page, watch pages, channel pages, And these are places you may casually go and just find useful stuff about channels. But what if you're being a lot more intentional, doing some deep research? That's where we need to go to the search page of YouTube. In this example, we're going to pretend we're a car advice channel and the search term is how to buy your first car. Over on the right-hand side, you have the vidIQ search panel. You can toggle that on or off completely. And the very first thing you're going to see is the keyword score. This basically ranks the volume of searches versus the competition. How competitive is a search term and how much is that search term trending? A number of 52 would be about average. Maybe it's going to be difficult to break into this particular search term. And if you scroll to the bottom of this panel, you'll see related search opportunities. The higher the number, the more lucrative that keyword term is. And we also have some detailed statistics, such as the highest views of a video for this search term, the average number of views each video gets, all decent information that we've had on the search panel for a long time. And of course, we still have the detailed video statistics, such as the subscriber count, views per hour, the outlier score, and you can, of course, remix any title as you would be able to on other screens. Now, this is where we get to the exciting thing. This filters button at the very top that I've been wanting to demonstrate for a little while. Now we can finally click it. Now, initially, it doesn't look like anything too exciting, just displaying the same data in a different format. But let me show you how granular it gets. I'm a long-form content creator, so I don't need to worry about shorts or live streams. I'm also a small creator, so I need to know what videos are breaking out for channels that are of similar size to me. So I'm going to take that subscriber count down to, let's say, 10,000 subscribers. Now I get to see what's really helping out small creators on YouTube. So looking at this channel here, Also Sphere, with 5,000 subscribers, has a video with over 300,000 views, a massive outlier. I could look at the title, the thumbnail, the packaging, watch the video and try to understand why this video has been so successful for a small creator. If I mouse over the thumbnail itself, I can watch the video, or I can use the See Similar Thumbnails button that we've seen before to see more examples of just how exquisite and beautiful looking this thumbnail is. And here are some great examples, all very clickable. This could be the template for how I might create thumbnails in the future. Now, maybe you're not a small channel, so subscriber counts aren't as important. What's actually more important to you is videos that are still performing well right now, this hour. So if we bump up the views per hour to 100 or more, we can see what videos are performing well just because they have longevity, and that might be what you're interested in. Or you're interested in videos that have huge outlier scores. So these are just viral moments for a particular channel. Let's set that to 70 plus, and all of these channels have had monumental success with pieces of content, and you can jump on these ideas and add your own spin to them. This can all be done at a granular level through the filters tool. And if you're not getting good results, you simply click load more videos, and then that will add more videos to the list whilst filtering them out at the same time. Now let's think for a moment about how we can stack these tools on top of each other. We're using the filters tool to research the videos that are of particular interest to us. Now that we have them, we can remix the title of it for our, if you remember earlier, weight loss journey channel. Here are the suggestions we get. Or if we want to see similar thumbnails to this one that looks pretty eye-catching, we can use that tool. Or we could watch the video itself and use the button on the video player to get the transcripts and then copy the transcript and research it to find out how effective it is at drawing in the audience and keeping them there, and maybe use some of those techniques for our future videos. So yeah, this filters tool is incredibly powerful for researching YouTube exactly how you want to. And as I mentioned earlier, this is a persistent button like the channel stats bar that's on every page of YouTube. So whether you're on a search page, channel page, watch page, you can filter the video results on that page. Now, just before we leave the search page, I do have one more little trick I want to show you. I'm just going to bring you down to this video here, which has all of the usual metadata, the thumbnail, the title, the description. However, if I turn on this setting, enable inline keywords, what this is going to do is show you all of the video tags for this video. Now, if this is of interest to you in terms of research, or video tags to use on your videos, here is the information. And what makes this even simpler is that if you mouse over it, you'll see a paperclip button here. That copies all of the tags, and then you can just paste them into your video, removing, of course, the ones that aren't relevant for you, to make video tagging your content as easy as a 10-second job. So far, we've used vidIQ's tools to explore the entire YouTube universe with publicly available data and information on home pages, watch pages, search pages, channel pages. But now we're gonna focus in on our own channel, some self-reflection. And where we start is in the YouTube studio. On the dashboard page, on the right-hand column here, first of all, we have outliers. This is just picking out videos that are related to your niche, your content, your topic, and telling us that these videos have performed really well for this channel. Maybe you want to consider them yourself. As a YouTube growth, education, content creation channel, these are all related to us, and it gives us the option to remix the titles or see similar thumbnails from other creators, maybe just a spark of inspiration on the day. The middle column is always devoted to a YouTube education video from us, whether it's using our tools, making thumbnails, writing titles, getting more subscribers. And then the left column is devoted to the optimize your latest video panel. And what this is essentially going to do is grade the title and thumbnail of your latest video. And then if you click on it, it gives you a ton more information. So on this page, which is part of our web application, it will suggest alternative titles that we could maybe A/B test, but also break down why this title is working and why it isn't. And each of these bullet points here are expandable to go into more detail. And not only does it do it for titles, but it also does the same thing for thumbnails as well, breaking down everything that's working and isn't for each of the thumbnails. And you can use this optimization tool on essentially any packaging you've made on your channel. Onto the contents page of the YouTube Studio, and I want to direct your attention to the two tabs at the very end. Optimize is essentially what you've just seen, but rather than taking you to a specific thumbnail and title page, it shows you all of your thumbnails and titles, and you can click on any one of them, as we just did, to get a more detailed breakdown of why it thinks it's done well or hasn't done well. Back to the YouTube Studio, we have CSV export here, and this is if you just want to do a bulk download of tons of data on your videos and then maybe put it into a chatbot to do some detailed analysis of it off platform from YouTube. There's more tabs to show you in the analytics page. You'll be familiar with the optimize tab by now, but the outliers tab is an extension of the panel that you saw on the dashboard page of a YouTube Studio, showing you breakout videos from creators similar to you and your niche. So lots of research opportunities there. And the keywords tab is similar in the sense that it opens up a web app tool from vidIQ, all about the search terms related to your channel where there are opportunities. This is high search terms on YouTube with low video supply. And that means that you can create content that fills in those gaps, and you can start some specific research right here. There are yet more tabs on the community page. Subscriber analysis shows you what your audience is doing when they're not watching your content, which videos are they watching, which channels are they subscribing to, and when they're active on the platform. And the competitors tab will give you a bigger breakdown of your channel competitors that you've added previously, showing you the videos that are coming out now and how they're performing, but also some detailed channel stats in terms of how many subscribers are being gained, daily views, all sorts of bar graphs to play around with here. So already we've seen a ton of tools across the entire YouTube spectrum, but now arguably we come to the most important ones. Whenever you upload a video to YouTube, there are a ton of things to consider to optimize your video to give it the best chance of success. And we have plenty of features to support you. Once you start uploading a video to YouTube, down the left-hand side here, you'll see a collection of icons that represent different parts of the optimization process, from the title, description, video tags, and so on. And each of these buttons automatically shortcut to that area of the upload process. At the very top here is the optimization score, and it will basically track how well you've optimized your video. If you click on it, it will give you a breakdown of every single aspect of the video, from title, description, thumbnail, and so on, giving you a score for each one. You can drag this window wherever you want, so it can be floating. And if you click on any of these categories, it will give you more of an indication of what you've done well, but also what needs work in terms of optimizing the titles, descriptions, thumbnails, and tags. Now, you may have already noticed here that vidIQ is recommending some titles without you having to do anything. And that's because during the upload process, we are scanning the video for its content and its context to make recommendations. So any of these titles, which are already graded in terms of an optimization score, I can click and it will simply insert that title into the box. If I'm not happy with any of them, simply click the refresh button and it'll give us a brand new set of titles for us to work from. And as you can see, every time we insert a new title, it is adjusting the score over on the left-hand side here of the icons, and also on the right-hand side, telling us now how we're doing better with the title and increasing the optimization score. Now, something that's very new to the upload process is the A/B testing of titles, where you can test up to 3 titles with a video. And literally, as I've been recording this video, vidIQ has also added A/B title testing. So we have this floating window where you can pick 3 of these suggested titles to fill up those boxes. It updates the optimization score, as you can see. You can also minimize this title suggestion window. And right at the bottom here, we have a magic fill button that I'm going to tease for now and show you how it works a little later. Underneath the title, we have a description, which is completely blank at the moment. But as we said earlier, vidIQ is scanning the video for its context. So it already has an SEO-rich description to add. Now watch this time. When I add the description to the box, it automatically updates the score on the left-hand side to represent your progress in the upload workflow. And if you're not happy with that description, you can simply refresh it for another one immediately. Onto thumbnails now, which do require a bit more work, but we can still help you with them. In this example, I've already uploaded a picture of myself to use as a subject. And then I'm just going to type in the prompt that I want some YouTube themed analytics in this thumbnail. And then it will generate 3 thumbnails for me. And remember, it is still taking into account the context of the video. These are the thumbnails that have been generated, and yeah, they're not bad then. I could either use this thumbnail or take inspiration from it, maybe use it as a concept if I have more thumbnail design skills. But in this case, I'm just going to take the thumbnail as is. As you can see, it's updated the score on the left-hand side as well. So already we have a title, we have a description, and we have a thumbnail all generated for us by vidIQ. Now, you know what this means? We can take advantage once again of that thumbnail preview tool I showed you, 20 minutes ago? It's over here on the right-hand side. If I click the button, as before, it will show you what my thumbnail is going to look like versus any type of YouTube scenario you want, be it the home page, search page, comparing it directly against your competition. And the big difference here compared to the previous times we've seen the thumbnail preview tool is that you're using it before you've even published the video, which means that you get an insight into how this packaging is going to look before risking it on the YouTube audience. Last and probably least, to be fair, are video tags on this screen. We'll use a shortcut button to jump straight down there. As we've been saying throughout, vidIQ has already scanned this video and added some tags for us here. It's also got more suggested tags, and I can simply click the plus button to throw more in. If I wanted to get a new batch of suggestions, I would simply click the refresh button to see more ones associated to this video, which is about another one of our Chrome extensions. So let's continue to add them to the point where the video tags have got a maximum score. And now we have an optimization score of 93. Now, this doesn't guarantee YouTube success, but it does mean that you're giving your video the best opportunity to succeed before you press publish. And now I'm going to undo all of that hard work because I've got a little bit of magic I want to show you. So all of the tags are gone. We're going to set the thumbnail back to one of the defaults. We're going to remove the description and we're going to set the title to something simple to ruin the optimization score. And it's all because of this button here, the magic fill button. When I click it, it does all of the work we've just been talking about over the last 5 minutes in seconds. It inserts a title, it adds a description, it will generate a thumbnail and add it to the video, and it will also create those video tags for you. Pretty good, right? Now from here, you can upload your video as normal until you reach a final screen, which is visibility. Typically, we recommend scheduling your video so that it can be processed up to its highest quality. YouTube can do its checks, and the video is published when your audience is online the most. So we set the video automatically to scheduled and a specific time based on your audience's activities on YouTube. And if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the rationale for that. It's totally up to you whether you want to do this, but it is one of those final recommendations we suggest in the vidIQ tools for uploading your videos. Now, the awesome news here is that all of the functionality you've just seen in the upload workflow is available when you're editing a video after you've uploaded it. So if you need title suggestions, as you can see, they're there at the top. On the right-hand column here, we have a thumbnail preview, the best time to post in order to schedule a video. If you want to add a description, the option's there, generating a thumbnail. It's all exactly the same as what you've just seen in the upload workflow, along with adding video tags. The only thing that's changed really is the layout, because those icons and that scoring that you saw before, it's all now down here at the bottom of the screen, along with your floating window to give you that optimization score. Now, here's the best news, creators. vidIQ never sleeps. The tools you've seen today will evolve, improve, and new ones will pop up all the time. The browser extension is basically a living, breathing organism that gets smarter every single day. And as incredible as this may be to believe, you've only seen around about half of what vidIQ has to offer. On a few occasions, you saw me drop into the vidIQ web app that contains many more deep research and channel optimization tools, not to mention our mobile app. For more of an insight into these tools, check out this video now. If you want unlimited access to every tool, grab the special vidIQ Boost discount in the description and pinned comments. Now, you've got the tools, go create something that changes the world.